Welcome to wpi.edu/listen, your go-to audio news and podcasts for all things Worcester Polytechnic Institute. After you've listened in, check out our other episodes and dive deep into the exciting news stories shaping the WPI community. Thursday, July 30th, 2026. Worcester Polytechnic Institute awarded $1.5 million to advance breakthrough technology for destroying PFAS forever chemicals. Congressman James McGovern announces funding during event at WPI project will accelerate research to eliminate PFAS contamination while producing sustainable fuels. Worcester Polytechnic Institute, WPI, has been awarded $1.5 million in federal funding to advance a promising technology that destroys harmful per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances. PFAS, commonly known as forever chemicals. The funding will step up research aimed at providing communities with a scalable solution for eliminating PFAS from contaminated soils, while producing renewable fuels as a valuable byproduct. The award builds on WPI's leadership in PFAS remediation and environmental engineering, advancing innovative technologies to detect, remove, and destroy forever chemicals. Widely used in industrial and consumer products for their resistance to heat, water, and oil, PFAS persist in the environment for decades and have been linked to serious health conditions. This project moves one of WPI's most promising PFAS destruction technologies closer to real-world deployment, helping address contamination from sources such as polluted soils and firefighting foams in central Massachusetts and beyond. WPI researchers are making major strides toward their goal of providing communities with a tool to help solve a problem that some have said is impossible to solve, said Grace Wong, president of Worcester Polytechnic Institute. With this federal support, we are advancing a technology that not only eliminates so-called forever chemicals, but also converts contaminated biomass into sustainable fuels. Demonstrating how innovation can protect public health, restore contaminated landscapes, and create a more sustainable future. The funding was secured in the fiscal year 2026 federal appropriations process through community project funding. A joint congressionally directed spending award, led in the House of Representatives by Representative James McGovern and in the Senate by Senators Elizabeth Warren and Edward Markey. McGovern announced the award during a visit to WPI today. Folks in Massachusetts and across the country deserve to know that their food and water is free from toxic PFAS chemicals, said McGovern. I'm proud that WPI is on the cutting edge of research to get these substances out of our soil for good. Because of the new funding we are announcing today, our Commonwealth will remain at the forefront of the fight to get rid of forever chemicals once and for all. I'm grateful to President Wong, all the incredibly hard-working researchers at WPI, and Senators Warren and Markey for partnering to deliver this major new investment that will make a PFAS-free future one step closer to reality. Massachusetts families shouldn't have to wonder whether their water is clean and safe to drink, said Warren. I fought hard to secure funding for the cutting-edge research WPI is leading to clean up these chemicals and protect communities across the Commonwealth. As residents, businesses, and municipalities across Massachusetts continue to face the consequences of PFAS contamination, we are proud to partner with Worcester Polytechnic Institute to move forward essential research in the development of new technologies to remove these dangerous forever chemicals and protect our drinking water, farmlands, and environment, said Markey. Thanks to the hard work of the scholars at WPI, Massachusetts will be a leader in the next generation of PFAS remediation. The WPI-led project centers on a novel process known as radical-initiated hydrothermal liquefaction, RIHTL. The technology uses heat, pressure, and non-toxic chemicals to destroy PFAS by breaking the strong carbon-fluorine bonds that make the compounds so persistent. Early laboratory testing has demonstrated that RIHTL can destroy more than 99% of PFAS across multiple forms of contamination, including firefighting foams. One of the greatest challenges in PFAS remediation is removing the chemicals from contaminated soil. WP.I researchers will investigate the use of plants that naturally absorb PFAS as they grow. Once harvested, the contaminated biomass will be processed using RIHTL, offering a promising new strategy for removing and permanently destroying PFAS from the environment. Beyond environmental cleanup, the technology offers an additional sustainability benefit. The RIHTL process converts contaminated biomass into bio-oil that can serve as a feedstock for sustainable aviation fuel and fuels for heavy-duty transportation, creating value from material that would otherwise be considered waste. The project will advance two parallel areas of research: enhance WPI's PFAS analytical laboratory with advanced instrumentation to strengthen the university's ability to detect, measure, and analyze PFAS compounds. Apply RIHTL technology to PFAS-contaminated biomass to establish the scientific foundation for destroying PFAS in plant material. The funding will support research activities and investment in laboratory equipment that will expand WPI's PFAS testing and analysis capabilities. This investment will allow us to establish an advanced analytical laboratory and generate the scientific evidence needed to move this technology closer to commercialization, said Michael Timko, the William B. Smith Professor of Chemical Engineering at WPI and principal investigator of the project. Ultimately, we hope this work will lead to partnerships with municipalities, environmental agencies, and industry to help address PFAS contamination across Worcester County and throughout Massachusetts.